Pisces, Aries, Cusp souls, your spirit animal guide is stepping forward today because there's something you've been overlooking, and once you see it, everything is going to begin to shift. So welcome in, my beautiful Pisces, Aries, Cusp souls. Take a deep breath if you feel called to, and just allow yourself to settle into this moment, because your spirit guides, your animal allies, your higher wisdom are gathering around your energy today, and there's a very clear message coming through. Your animal spirit that's coming through is the armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. I'm hearing here that your spirit guide here coming through, your animal spirit guide coming through, is coming forward as a guide at this time. And I'm hearing here, not everything deserves access to your energy. The number 3 could be a significant number for someone. The number 9 could also be significant for someone. I'm hearing that many of you have been carrying responsibilities, emotions, expectations, and even other people's worries that were never yours to carry in the first place. Because you carry both the Pisces sensitivity and the Aries courage, that you often find yourself standing in the middle, feeling everything while trying to fix everything. So Armadillo Spirit's coming through today to teach you something powerful, that boundaries are not walls, they are acts of self-respect. Perhaps some of you have been feeling guilty for saying no, or some of you may have been questioning whether you're being selfish by choosing yourself, and your guide is saying absolutely not. There's a difference between being compassionate and being consumed. Your energy is precious. Your intuition is sacred. Your dreams need room to breathe. And I'm hearing that the medicine that's coming through from Armadillo Spirit, which is helping you to strengthen your energetic field so that what belongs to others stay with others, and what belongs to you can finally receive your full attention. They're coming through for a message for this moment is the Page of Swords, that your guides are showing me heightened awareness here. Something has your attention lately. Maybe you've been observing more than speaking, or maybe you're watching more than acting, or maybe you're busy gathering information before making your next move. The Page of Swords says your intuition has been picking up details that others may be missing. I'm hearing pay attention to the conversations, the patterns, pay attention to the things that people do when they think nobody's watching. Because you guys are encouraging curiosity right now, that you do not need all the answers today. You simply need to remain open to learning. For some of you, there may be news or communication or a message, or maybe it's going to be a piece of information that's approaching that will really help you understand a situation from maybe an entirely different perspective. So the energy feels like a puzzle, a piece of a puzzle that's slowly coming together. And I'm hearing, don't rush this process. Observe, listen, and trust what you're noticing. What your guides are also trying to show you here with the Hermit is, this is quite beautiful, because your guides has been trying to get your attention through silence. I'm hearing not through noise, not through chaos, not through urgency, but through stillness. Maybe some of you have been asking for signs, asking for guidance, asking for confirmation, or at the same time staying so busy that you barely have had space to hear the answers. I'm hearing the Hermit says that your spirit team has been inviting you inward, and that the answers that you've been searching for are not hiding from you. They've actually been waiting for you to slow down enough to recognize them. You may have overlooked how much wisdom you've actually already gained through your experiences. You may be still seeking some sort of external validation from something that your soul already knows. I'm hearing that your guide keeps holding up the lantern, right? And they're saying, trust your inner knowing. You have grown, you've learned, you've evolved. And now it's really time to trust the wisdom that journey has created already within you. Queen of Cups, looking into the future. What are your guides really helping you build for the future? This is actually beautiful energy, right? Because your guide is actually helping you become emotionally empowered without becoming emotionally overwhelmed. The Queen of Cups is somebody that doesn't shut down her feelings. She honors them. She listens to them. She understands them. But she doesn't allow them to control her and consume her. I feel like your guides, your spirit guides, are helping you develop a deeper relationship with your intuition, your emotional intelligence, and your spiritual gifts. And I feel like many of you, this is the beginning of trusting yourself on a whole new level. No more second guessing every feeling, no more doubting every intuitive nudge, no more looking outside yourself for permission. The Queen of Cups is coming through with this energy to say, hey, embody the emotional maturity, spiritual confidence, and the inner peace. They're helping you, your spirit team. And the future that you're busy building isn't going to be based on providing yourself to others or proving yourself. So it's either providing or proving, something like that. It'll be different for each and every one of you. It's going to be based on becoming fully aligned with yourself. And once that alignment happens, decisions become clearer, relationships become healthier, and the path becomes much easier to recognize. I'm hearing, beautiful souls, that your spirit team wants to say here today, protect your peace, trust your wisdom, honor your sensitivity, and remember that every boundary you create is actually making space for something more aligned to enter your life. Your guides are not asking you to become harder. They're helping you to become stronger while remaining true to your beautiful heart. So, beautiful soul, if this message found you at the right time, perhaps you can affirm in the comments, I honor my boundaries and I trust my inner wisdom. And hey, if you are part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, thank you for hitting that like button, subscribing, leaving comments, sharing this reading with another Cusp soul. You may just need a message today from their spirit animal. And then until next time, trust your path, trust your guides, and trust yourself. And I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around. Aries, Taurus, Cusp souls, your spirit animal guide is really stepping forward today with a message you've needed to hear for a long time. I'm hearing, stop waiting for proof that you're capable. You already are. Welcome back in, my beautiful Aries, Taurus, Cusp souls. If you feel called to take a deep breath and just allow yourself to settle in this energy, your spirit guides are stepping into the circle today. And I can already feel a very encouraging, uplifting presence around this reading. It feels like a guide who has been quietly cheering you on from the sidelines, waiting for you to recognize the strength that has been within you all along. So let's dive in here. Who is stepping forward? Well, here we have squirrel spirit. Squirrels could be significant. The number 57 could be significant. Or perhaps the number 12, the number 3 could be significant. Believe in yourself. Immediately, like squirrels coming forward, rushing, I feel like busy, determined. I feel like this determined energy that this guide isn't showing up because you're failing. The guide is actually showing up because you've forgotten how much you've already accomplished. The message actually feels quite clear. Look at how far you have come. Some of you are so focused on what still needs to happen that you've completely overlooked everything you've already survived, built, healed, created. So the squirrel spirit reminds us that every little effort matters. Every small step, every lesson learned, every challenge overcome. Nothing has been wasted. I feel many of you are questioning yourselves lately, wondering if you're making the right choice, wondering if you are ready, wondering if you are capable. And your guides are responding here, You've been preparing longer than you actually realize. They're coming through saying confidence built through action, not perfection, not having every answer, just trusting yourself enough to take the next step. I'm hearing this moment. Your guides are showing me balance being restored. In this moment, I don't know what that, there's a song with that words in. You can let me know in the comments. 1333 could be significant for someone. 1313 could be significant as well. Your guides are showing me balance being restored. Some of you have been living in extremes recently, maybe working too hard, overthinking too much, maybe giving too much. It'll be different for each of you. Or maybe like swinging between immediate results and feeling frustrated when things don't happen quickly. So temperance is coming through just as a reminder that divine timing is working behind the scenes. Something is blending together right now. Pieces that once seemed disconnected are slowly finding harmony. Like your guides want you to know that not every situation requires force. This is especially important for the Aries, Taurus, Cuspers, right? Because when you decide you want something, you can become incredibly determined. I'm hearing trust the process. There is healing that is occurring. There is alignment that is occurring. There is preparation that is occurring. Even if you can't see the full outcome, your guides are really coming through asking to stop measuring progress only by the visible results. A lot is happening beneath the surface. What are they trying to show you? Well, the Knight of Cups, this is beautiful, right? That they're actually trying to show you that your heart is trying to lead you somewhere. Some of you have received intuitive nudges, repeated dreams, unexpected emotions, creative inspiration. A person who keeps appearing in your thoughts, or a path that keeps calling your name. Yet maybe you've been trying to logic your way around it. Like the Knight of Cups says, your guides have been speaking through your feelings. Not every message arrives through always facts and evidence, right? Some arrive through inspiration, some arrive through longing, some arrive through just excitement. Like your guides are really trying to show you that what truly moves your soul deserves your attention. There's also a message here about remaining open, that also not every opportunity needs to fit your original plan. Sometimes Spirit delivers blessings through unexpected doors. So I'm hearing, trust what your heart already knows. What are they helping you build for the future? Knight of Wands. Interesting. This is exciting. They're helping you build some sort of momentum. After periods of waiting, reflecting, questioning. I see movement here. Courage, action, adventure, expansion. This is not stagnant energy at all in the future. It feels like you're finally moving towards something you've been considering for quite some time. Maybe it's a dream, a goal, a project, a lifestyle change, a personal reinvention. It's like your guides is helping you release fear of failure and replacing it with trusting in your ability to adapt. Something like that. Let me know in the comments. But the Knight of Wands also doesn't guarantee, this is the energy that doesn't need guarantee before moving forward, right? This is the energy that trusts their ability to handle whatever comes next. And that's exactly what your spirit team is strengthening within you, your confidence, your courage, your willingness to take chances on yourself. I'm actually hearing here, the roads appear once you start walking. So I'm hearing that also Squirrel Spirit wants you to remember this, that you do not need more proof, you do not need more permission, you do not need to become someone else before you are worthy of success. You already possess the wisdom, the strength, the experience. The next chapter isn't waiting for a different version of you. It's just waiting for you to believe in the version of yourself that is already existing. So hey, if this message found you at the right time and helped you in your soul way, perhaps you can also affirm, I believe in myself and I trust my path. And hey, if you are part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, thank you for hitting that like button, subscribing, leaving comments, and sharing this with another Cusp soul. It also needs a little bit of encouragement today. And remember, your spirit guides they see possibilities within you that you may not fully see yet. I'm hearing, trust the process, trust your heart, trust yourself. Until next time, beautiful soul, I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around. Taurus, Gemini, Cusp souls, your spirit guide is stepping forward today with a truth that may change everything. What you've been seeing isn't the full story, and your soul already knows it. Welcome in, my beautiful Taurus, Gemini, Cusp souls. If you feel called today to take a deep breath and just settle in a moment with me here, as we've been connecting here with your energy, I immediately feel a lifting of a veil, yes. It's almost as if your guards are standing around you saying, look again. There's more here than meets the eyes. This reading really feels powerful because it's about seeing clearly, releasing what has been holding you back, and moving forward with confidence. So let's really dive in and have a look at your spirit guide that is coming through today, which is Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion, number 22. 22 could be a significant number for someone out there. I'm getting this mystical energy. Dragonflies are masters of transformation, perspectives, and seeing beyond the surface appearances. I'm like hearing that your guides want you to know that something that you've been questioning recently, it's not exactly what it seems. Some of you, this may involve a relationship. Others of you, will be a job, an opportunity, a goal, or maybe even the way maybe you're viewing yourself. All right. If you feel called to share with us in the comments, what is this? You can let us know. And the message I'm hearing is, look beneath the surface. Because Dragonfly doesn't want you to get stuck in the appearances, the assumptions, the fears, or even the stories that you've been telling yourself. Because truth is beginning to emerge, I'm hearing. Some of you are waking up to the realization that you've outgrown certain situations. Others of you are recognizing strength within yourself that you've previously overlooked. Like this guide is coming through, the Dragonfly Spirit is coming through, helping you to move from confusion into clarity. And that clarity may just arrive suddenly, like I'm hearing like lightning turning on in a dark room. The devil's coming through here. The message for this moment, right, is don't be afraid, I'm hearing. The guards are not bringing this card forward to create fear. They're bringing it forward to create some sort of awareness, something that feels like it has power over you. But yeah, they want to point, this often points to when something has power over us, or we feel that way. But only because we've forgotten our own power, right? So this could be fear, self-doubt, it could be negative thinking, it could be a toxic cycle, it could be addictions, it could be unhealthy attachments, it could be a limiting belief. Whatever this is for you, I'm hearing you are more free than you actually realize. Maybe it's a relationship. Some of you, maybe it's a job, have been carrying old stories about what are you actually capable of, what you actually deserve, or what is actually possible for you. And your guides are saying, is that belief actually true, or is it simply familiar? Because the dragonfly, right, and the devil together, it creates a strong message here of illusions are being exposed. And once you see it clearly, it loses much of its power. So I'm hearing that guards want you to know that the chains are not as strong as they appear. In many cases, they actually are loose. They have loosened already. I mean, if you look at this devil, normally they got chains around him. He doesn't have any chains on him here. So what are they trying to show you? Well, we've got the Eight of Wands reversed, so it feels like a message that many of you need to hear, that your guides have been trying to show you that delays are not necessarily denials, that some of you may be being frustrated because things aren't moving as quickly as you hoped. This could be message delayed, plans delayed, progress delayed, answers delayed, and whatever this delayed is for you, it's because of that, maybe you've started wondering if you're on the wrong path. And your guides are saying, no, the slowdown has a purpose. There's something important that's actually happening during this pause. Perhaps it's more information that needs to arrive. Perhaps healing needs to occur. Perhaps timing simply isn't aligned yet. Now, the Eight of Wands reverse feels like Spirit's putting a temporary red light in place so that you don't speed past something important. Like your guides have been asking for patience, but most importantly here, they've been asking for trust. Not everything that slows down is actually falling apart. Sometimes it's just being redirected towards something better. So they're helping you build something for the future here, the Knight of Swords. They're helping you build for the future, right? Your guys are coming through. They're saying the Knight of Swords. King of Swords. The energy is very powerful, the future energy. Your guides are coming through, helping you build clarity, confidence, discernment, a truth-based decision-making, truth-based decision-making. Yeah, because the King of Swords, that energy, this air energy that's coming through here, is somebody that knows exactly where they stand. Not confusion, not second-guessing, no emotional fog. After everything we've seen in this reading, this feels like a reward almost, like you moving from uncertainty into certainty, from illusion into truth, from emotional entanglements into clear boundaries. I see many of you becoming more selective about where your energy goes. Maybe you're learning to trust facts and intuition together. Like you're learning to say no can be an actual act of self-respect. Maybe you're learning that clarity is a form of freedom. Yeah, the King of Swords doesn't need everyone to actually agree with them, right? There's somebody that simply just needs to be aligned with his own truth, whether you're male or female, right? There's like a male guide coming through here, masculine energy. And that is exactly what your spirit guide, they're helping you develop, like a stronger voice, a clearer vision, and more confidence to make a decision that supports your future rather than your fears. So I'm hearing here that your final message, the truth has never been hidden from you. It's been waiting for you to see it from a higher perspective, releasing what no longer serves you, in questioning the stories that have kept you small. Yeah, question the stories that have kept you small, I'm hearing. And then trust the pauses, trust the redirections, trust what is actually being revealed. Because the more clearly you see, the more powerfully you can move forward. You're not losing anything that is meant for you. You're simply outgrowing the illusions that just can no longer travel with you into your next chapter. So hey, if this message helped you in any sort of way or resonated, perhaps you can affirm also in the comments, I release the illusions and choose truth. And if you are part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, thank you for hitting the like button, being subscribers, leaving comments, and sharing this video. Remember, your guides are not trying to confuse you. They're actually helping you to see clearly. And once you do, everything changes. And then until next time, beautiful souls, I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around. Gemini, Cancer, Cuspers. Your spirit animal guide is stepping forward today with a message you may not expect. Something is ending, but your guides want you to know that what's arriving next is actually bigger than what you're leaving behind. So welcome in, my beautiful Gemini, Cancer, Cusp souls. Hey, if you feel called to take a deep breath and settle into this sacred space as we connect with your energy. I feel there's a mixture of emotions coming through. Some of you are standing in the middle of a transition. You're no longer where you were, but you're not fully where you're going yet. And I feel like your spirit guides coming through to you, they want you to know that this in-between space season has a purpose. So let's really dive in here, because the animal that came through is cow spirit. The miracles are endless. Number 15 could be a significant number for you, or perhaps the number 6. Miracles are endless. Yeah, I'm getting this gentle, nurturing energy. And I'm hearing here, there is more available to you than you actually realize. Some of you maybe have become focused on what's missing, what's changing, or what's uncertain, that maybe you've forgotten how abundant the universe truly is. So this is like cow spirit is coming through, your spirit guide, that they want to remind you that life is constantly producing new opportunities, new blessings, new possibilities. The miracles are endless. Not because every day is perfect, right? Come on. But because life never stops creating. I feel like your guides are asking you to shift your focus from the energy of scarcity, whatever that is for you, to the possibility, from worrying about what is ending to becoming curious about what is beginning. Like they bring like this reassurance that you are supported as well, even if you cannot see actually how everything will unfold. Even if maybe the next chapter hasn't fully revealed itself, I'm hearing there's actually more on the horizon than you currently know. And then I want you to know, for now, I know this card can come across quite intimidating, the Death card, right? But they're showing me something quite beautiful. It's not about loss. I'm hearing a transformation that is happening. It's about endings that create space for new beginnings. Something in your life is reaching a natural conclusion. For some of you, this is a mindset. For others, this is a relationship dynamic, a job, a habit, a belief. Maybe it's an old version of yourself. And your guides are coming through to say, stop trying to resurrect what your soul's already outgrown. That statement, actually, it feels quite important here, because some of you are still maybe emotionally attached to something that no longer aligns with who you're becoming. So the Death card is here because your spirit team is helping you shed some sort of old skin. Well, the transformation can feel, yes, it's very uncomfortable, right? But it's also sacred, because you're not losing yourself. You're actually becoming more of yourself. So what are they trying to show you here with this Three of Wands? Yeah, it's actually a beautiful confirmation here, because your guides have been trying to show you that the future is actually bigger than your current circumstances. That some of you have maybe been so focused on what is directly in front of you that you've overlooked the opportunities that is waiting for you beyond the comfort zone. This is expansion, this energy, right? Three of Wands, new horizons, new possibilities, a broader version of vision. It's like your spirit guides are showing me a glimpse of what is possible through dreams, inspiration, reoccurring ideas, opportunities that spark excitement. Perhaps maybe you've been dismissing them because they feel too far away in the future, too big, too uncertain. And your guides just want you to understand that those visions, they aren't random. They're actually previews. They're helping you to stretch your perspective beyond what you've known. Because the future isn't asking you to stay where you are. It's asking you to prepare for where you're going. So what are your guides helping you to build in the future? The Knight of Cups. I get this heartfelt energy. Like they're coming through, your spirit guides are coming through. They're wanting to help you build a life that feels emotionally aligned. Not just successful on paper. Not just practical, but meaningful. Because the Knight of Cups is someone that follows their heart, right? They trust their inspiration. They listen to their intuition. It's somebody that allows themselves to be guided by what generally resonates with their soul. I see like many of you Gemini, Cancer, Cusp souls are stepping into a season where you're no longer settling for what is merely acceptable. Cancer, King of Cups energy could really be significant. You're being guided towards what feels authentic, what's fulfilling, emotionally nourishing. I'm hearing also emotional maturity. For some of you, this may involve relationships, right? For others, it's creative projects, spiritual growth, healing journeys, opportunities that truly reflect who you're becoming. I'm hearing your heart is becoming your compass, your emotions, your heart. And your guides are teaching you how to trust it. I'm hearing here, don't fear the ending. Don't resist this transformation that's happening. The field ahead of you is actually more abundant than the one that you're actually leaving behind. The miracle isn't only in what arrives. The miracle is in who you become along the way as well, right? So I'm hearing, trust what is ending. Trust what is opening. Trust the vision your soul keeps showing you, because your future is not shrinking, it's actually expanding. And your guides really are there behind you, helping you walk towards it. I'm hearing turn around, look the other way. Look at the possibilities. Perhaps you can affirm, I trust the transformation and welcome new possibilities. And if you are part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, thank you for liking the video, being subscribers, leaving comments, and sharing this message with another cusper. And remember, beautiful soul, every ending creates space, every transformation creates purpose, and the miracles truly are endless. You just need to turn around and have a look. Until next time, trust your guides, trust the journey, trust your journey, and trust what's unfolding. I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around. Cancer, Leo Cuspers, your spirit guides are revealing something today that may just change the way you see painful endings. What felt like a defeat may actually be your liberation. Beautiful souls, if you feel called to take a deep breath with me, inhale and just settle into this moment. You know, as I'm connecting with your energy, I immediately feel a powerful spirit presence hovering above this reading. There's a sense of higher perspectives that is coming through. Your guides wanting you to look at your situation from ground level and start seeing it from a soul's. To stop looking at your situation from ground level, and then to start seeing it from the soul's perspective, because something you've been questioning lately has a much deeper purpose than you actually realize. So let's really deep dive in here. You have Hawk Spirit here as your spirit animal card coming out, your spirit guide. Let spirit be your guide. All right, 32 could be significant. Perhaps the number 5. 5 is all about change. 5s could be a significant number, a life path number. Perhaps you've been seeing 5s. And the Hawk Spirit is coming through with incredible vision and awareness. This guide sees what others miss. It sees the bigger picture. It sees what is unfolding behind the scenes. Now, the message I'm hearing here is you don't have to figure out everything alone. Some of you have been carrying the weight of trying to control every outcome, predict every possibility, or solve every problem before it even arrives. So what Hawk Spirit is coming through as a guide that have been maybe sending you signs. Maybe you've been seeing synchronicities. Maybe birds are really significant. Maybe you've been seeing birds, hearing birds, dreams, maybe repeated messages. I'm hearing something, those moments where something just feels significant, but maybe you're holding on to certainty. Maybe you've been looking for certainty, or maybe you've been holding on to something, wanting certainty. Maybe you've been looking for certainty when Spirit has actually been offering you guidance all along. Like the Hawk is saying here, to rise above fear and look from a higher perspective. What if what feels delayed is actually being aligned? What if what feels confusing actually is preparing to make sense? Like your spirit team is asking you to trust the signs you are receiving. Not everything can be understood from where you're standing today. Some things only become clear once you've moved forward. All right, let's dive deeper here for this moment. The Devil. There's a specific message coming through here that your guides are asking you, what are you giving your power to that no longer deserves it? And this isn't about judgment, but this is about awareness. Some of you may still be attached to an old fear, an old wound, an unhealthy dynamic. Maybe it's a limiting belief. It's going to be different for each and every one of you while the Devil's coming through. Or perhaps it's just a situation that continuously drains your energy because you've convinced yourself there's no way out. And Hawk Spirit is saying here, look closer. I feel like he's like the bird's coming, swooping down and saying, look closer. Because the chains aren't permanent as they appear. I mean, if you look at this Devil, he's not really wrapped around in chains, all right? I feel like many of my Cancer, Leo, Cuspers souls are standing at a point where they can finally break free from something that has been keeping them feeling small, stuck, guilty, or afraid. And the Devil card often highlights where we unknowingly surrender our power. And your guides are coming through showing you exactly where that has been happening. Not to shame you, but to help you reclaim your freedom. So what is your guides really been trying to show you? Well, we do have the Ten of Swords, and this actually feels incredibly important. Tens is that completion to that new beginning, right? Look at that sunrise. Your spirit guides have been trying to show you something is over. Not almost over, not maybe over, but it's over. Something is over. And I know this may sound difficult to hear, and this will find you when it's meant to find you. That's something that is over. But the energy does also, I feel sad. It feels sad, but it feels necessary. Some of you, this is an old chapter. For others, this could be a betrayal. It could be a disappointment, a loss, a painful cycle that you've been carrying for so long, far longer than your spirit, your soul has intended. And the Ten of Swords saying the healing begins when you stop revisiting the wound. Your guides have been trying to show you that the hardest part is already behind you. The ending has happened. The lesson was learned. The storm has passed. Yet some of you are still emotionally standing in yesterday. And yeah, it's easier said than done, right? To move on. But Hawk Spirit is showing me that sunrise. The sunrise is coming through. Because your guides want you to notice something. The card does not end in darkness. It ends with dawn. New beginning has already started. You simply just need to turn around and face it. So your guides is helping you build the future. And we have the Queen of Wands. Now, for future energy, this is beautiful. The reason why I'm saying is your future energy, your guides are helping you to build is your confidence. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. Confidence, authenticity, magnetism, personal power is the energy coming through. Roses could be significant. I'm hearing something about smelling roses, seeing roses, receiving roses, giving roses. You know, the Queen of Wands, she knows who she is, whether you're male or female, right? It's energy. This is someone that doesn't need that constant validation. This is someone that doesn't shrink because to make other people feel comfortable. This is someone that doesn't apologize for their light. And my Cancer Leo Cuspers, I feel this is exactly where your guides are leading you. You're moving from that surviving energy to thriving. From questioning yourself to trusting yourself. From carrying old wounds to embodying new confidence. The Queen of Wands is someone that attracts opportunities because they believe they are worthy to receive them. And your spirit team is helping you develop the same energy. I see many of you stepping into leadership roles, creative pursuits, personal transformations, or simply becoming far more comfortable with expressing your true selves. The future isn't asking you to hide, it's asking you to shine. I'm hearing one final message coming through from Hawk Spirit. Rise above the fear. Rise above the old stories. Rise above the ending that has already served its purpose. You were never meant to stay in that survival mode forever. Whatever it meant for you. You were meant to learn from the experience and then continue your journey. The pain taught you. The ending changed you. But neither of them actually defines you. Your future is not found in what you've lost. It's found in who you're becoming. So beautiful souls, if this helped you in any sort of way, my Leo Cancer Cuspers resonated, brought you clarity, or helped you, maybe you can also affirm in the comments, I release the past and I step into my power. I release the past and I step into my power. And hey, beautiful souls, if you are part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, thank you again for liking the video, being subscribers, leaving comments, sharing this video with another Cusper soul. And remember, beautiful souls, your guides see the bigger picture. Your healing is already underway, and your light is far too powerful to stay hidden. Trust the signs, trust the journey, and most importantly, trust yourself. Until next time, beautiful soul, my Leo, my Cancer Leo Cusper souls, keep shining. Love and light. Leo, Virgo Cusp souls, your spirit guides are revealing why something no longer feels fulfilling, and while walking away may be the very thing that unlocks your next breakthrough. Take a deep breath, settle in with me, beautiful souls, grab your favorite drink, or maybe even your favorite snack. And as I connect with your guides here, I immediately feel an energy of creation, transformation, and divine partnership. This isn't a reading about sitting back and waiting for life to happen. This reading is about recognizing that Spirit has been working with you all along. There's something you're building right now, whether you fully realize it or not. So let's step in and see what does your Spirit guides want to say. So the Spirit guide that's coming through is a Crow Spirit. Crows, it could be significant, all right? Birds, wow, I'm just seeing 8. 17 could be a significant number or date. I'm seeing 8 of Cups. I'm seeing 8 of Pentacles. 888 could be a really significant number for you guys right now, whenever you come across this. Let me know in the comments, beautiful souls. I'm getting this powerful magic energy coming off. This is one of those guides that remind us that we are not creating our lives alone. Spirit is involved. Your intuition is involved. The signs you've been receiving are involved. I'm hearing maybe some of you have been hearing birds, seeing birds. Yeah, the opportunities are also appearing seemingly out of nowhere are involved. Like Crow Spirit is like really asking you to become more aware of your partnership with the universe. I'm hearing meet Spirit halfway. Co-create with Spirit. Meet Spirit halfway. Some of you have been asking for change, asking for blessings, asking for new opportunities. But Spirit is like waiting for you to take one more step. Not because you're being tested, but because co-creation requires participation. Crow Spirit brings the medicine of possibility. What if the idea you've been considering is inspired for a reason? What if the dream you've been holding on to isn't random? What if Spirit keeps placing something on your heart because you're meant to pursue it? Your guides want you to understand that you are actually far more supported than you actually realize it. A message for this moment, the Eight of Pentacles, that your guards are acknowledging the effort that you have been putting in. This card tells me many of my Leo, Virgo, Cusp souls have been working really hard. Maybe not always receiving that recognition, maybe not always seeing the immediate results, but you've been showing up, right? The Eight of Pentacles is the card of mastery, progress through consistency, growth through dedication, and your guards want you to know that your efforts are not being wasted. Even if things feel repetitive, right? Doing the same thing over and over again. Even if progress feels slower than you'd like. Every small action is building something bigger. So I'm hearing here from your spirit team here, keep going. Because whatever you're creating requires patience. There isn't this quick success, but there's this lasting success, the kind that builds on strong foundations. So what has your guide been really trying to show you? The Eight of Cups. This feels like a truth many of you have sensed, but perhaps haven't fully accepted. Your guides have maybe been trying to show you that something no longer satisfies your soul. It may still look good from the outside. It may still feel familiar. It may still feel safe. But your soul has already begun looking towards something more. I mean, the Eight of Cups, it's not a card of failure, right? It's about evolution, right? It's about recognizing when you've reached the limits of a situation. It could be a relationship, a mindset, or a chapter can offer. I'm hearing you've outgrown it. Whatever this is, you've outgrown it with this Eight of Cups coming through. And that can be uncomfortable because my Leo Virgos energy often feels like certainty. You like knowing where you're going. You like having a plan. But sometimes Spirit just asks you to leave before the next destination is fully visible. Your guides are saying that the destination you've been feeling, your guides are saying the satisfaction that you've been feeling isn't the problem. I'm here, but I'm also getting something about that the destination that you've been seeing. There's a destination that you've been seeing that you've been wanting to go towards. I'm hearing something about gardens. It's all gardens. Okay. What your guide is trying to build for the future. So we got the devil, and I felt called to just get a clarifier out here for the devil. And this is actually very powerful, right? Devil clarified by the Ace of Wands. The future energy isn't about becoming trapped. It's about breaking free. The devil shows where you've been restricted. The Ace of Wands shows what happens when the restriction is removed. Together, these cards tell a story of liberation that your guides are offering you, are helping you to release fear, self-doubt, limiting beliefs, old habits, outdated attachments. And what takes their place? Passion, purpose, inspiration, new beginnings. I see a spark being reignited here. Something that once excited you may return. Or maybe it's going to be a completely new opportunity that may arrive that lights a fire within you. Like the Ace of Wands is like the universe is handing you a torch and saying, now run with it. The future energy feels very bold, creative, motivated, and alive. You're not being guided towards restriction. Yes, you're not being guided towards restriction. You're actually being guided beyond it. My beautiful souls, Crow Spirit has a final message here for you coming through. The life that you're trying to create isn't happening separate from Spirit. It's happening with Spirit. Every sign, every nudge, every lesson, every ending. They've all been part of the process. I'm hearing also with the eights, as above, so below. They've all been part of the process. Trusting what you're building. Trust what's leaving behind. Trusting the fire that's beginning to awaken within inside you. Because the moment you release what limits you, is the moment that your true creative power returns. And my Leo Virgo Cusp souls, guides are showing me that your next chapter holds far more potential than you currently can see. If this message helped you, resonated, or brought you some sort of clarity, perhaps you can affirm in the comments, I release limitations and co-create my future with spirit. And hey, if you are part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, thank you for liking, subscribing, leaving comments, sharing this video with another Cusp soul. And remember, beautiful soul, Spirit is working with you. Your efforts are not unnoticed. And the spark you're looking for may already be trying to find you. Until next time, trust the signs, trust your path, and trust the magic of co-creation. I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around. Virgo, Libra, Cusp souls, your spirit guides are revealing why that dream you've been thinking about isn't just wishful thinking. It's actually something that you're actually meant to build. Feel beautiful souls, welcome in my Virgo, Libra, Cusp souls. If you feel called to take a deep breath and settle into this sacred space as we're connecting here with your energy. Thank you for hitting that like button, leaving comments, and being subscribers here. And immediately I feel excitement from your spirit team. There's this energy of potential here, the energy of creation, the energy of something wanting to come into form. Many of you have been thinking about your next chapter, your next goal, your next move. And your guides are stepping forward today to remind you that dreams don't appear in your heart by accident. So let's dive in. Here is Spider Spirit coming through for you today. A master creator. Make your dreams real. 1111, I'm hearing. Because 56 breaks down to 11. And I'm just seeing 1111 in my mind's eye. The color purple could be significant as well. The color red. Make your dreams real. Spider Spirit arrives as the master creator, the master builder, the master manifester. And the first thing I'm hearing here is stop underestimating what you are capable of creating. Spider Spirit doesn't wait for the perfect conditions. It begins weaving thread by thread, day by day, action by action. And some of you have been focusing on how far away a goal seems instead of recognizing how much progress you've already made. Your guides are actually showing me a web that's being woven. One strand may seem insignificant on its own, but together they create something strong, beautiful, and purposeful. The message coming through is quite clear that your dreams need your participation. Not just your wishing, not just your planning, not just your imagination, your participation. Spirit is ready to meet you halfway. The message for this moment is the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Wow. Air and fire coming through here. This combination feels incredibly powerful that your guides are showing me curiosity meeting confidence. The Page of Swords is that learning energy, observing, researching, gathering information. I'm hearing many of you are paying close attention to something right now. Is it an opportunity? Is it a goal? Is it a creative idea? Or perhaps a situation where you're trying to determine your next move? And alongside that, we have the Queen of Wands. I'm hearing here, at some point, you just have to stop watching and start believing in yourself. Confidence, charisma, personal power. You're someone that knows your value. And I feel your guides encouraging you to stop waiting until you feel you feel perfectly prepared. Because confidence doesn't come before action. Confidence grows through action. Some of you already know more than you think you do. Some of you are actually far more ready than you realize. So what has your guides really been trying to show you? Four of Wands. This is beautiful, right? Your guides have been trying to show you stability, support, a reason to celebrate. Feminine energies could be really significant. I feel many of you are focusing so heavily on what still needs to happen that maybe you've overlooked what has already been established. This Four of Wands is coming through as a reminder that you've actually created far more security than you're actually giving yourself credit for. Some of you have built a stronger foundation, a way stronger foundation than you actually realize. Others have actually supportive people around them, but haven't fully allowed themselves to receive that support. I also get this strong message here about milestones, that your spirit guides have been trying to show you that every achievement matters, every step forward matters, every small victory matters. You've maybe just been looking towards the next mountain to climb. Your spirit wants you to acknowledge the ground you've already covered. Some of you, there may be celebrations, gatherings, reunions, joyful milestones that are approaching and your guides have been quietly preparing you for. The color green could be significant for some of you. What is your guides helping you to build for the future? Well, we do have this Six of Pentacles. The future energy feels balanced, healthy, equal give and take, balanced. Your guides are helping you build relationships, opportunities, and circumstances where energy flows both ways. No more consistently giving without receiving, no more extending yourself to prove your worth. The Six of Pentacles is balance, support, mutual respect, abundance that circulates. I feel many of my Virgo Libras here are entering a season where the effort they've invested really begins returning to them. Help arrives, resources arrives, recognition arrives, opportunities arrive, not because of lack, but because you've been building towards this moment. Your guides are helping you understand that receiving is just as important as giving. You don't always have to carry everything alone. You don't have to earn every blessing through struggle. The future you're building includes support. I'm hearing this final message coming through from your spirit team. Every dream begins as a single thread. Every manifestation begins with one choice. Every future begins with one step. Stop measuring your dreams by how far away it seems. Measure it by the progress you're making today. Measure it by the progress you're making today. Because while you may only see a few strands, Spirit sees the entire web that you've been creating. Trust your vision, trust your abilities, trust the process, and most importantly, trust the dream in your heart that was placed in your heart there for a reason. Perhaps you can affirm that in the comments. I'm weaving my dreams into reality. Especially if this resonated or helped you or brought you some sort of clarity. And hey, if you are part of the Mystical Wolf Soul Tribe, beautiful souls, thank you for liking the video, being subscribers, leaving comments, and sharing this video with another Cusp soul. Remember, beautiful soul, you're not starting from nothing. You are already creating. You are already building. And Spirit is weaving right alongside you. Until next time, trust the magic, trust the journey, and trust yourself. Love and light, and I'll check you around. Libra, Scorpio, Cusp souls. Your spirit guides are revealing a fresh opportunity that's trying to enter your life. But I'm hearing first, they need you to trust the new beginning and stop looking back at what you've already outgrown. Welcome in, my beautiful Libra, Scorpio, Cuspers. If you feel called to take a deep breath, grab your favorite drink, settle down into this moment. As I'm connecting here with your energy, thank you for liking the video, being subscribers, and leaving comments. You know, I'm immediately feeling this excitement from your spirit team. There's this moment here. There's this potential here. There's something new trying to emerge. And your guides keep showing me a doorway opening. Some of you have been standing in front of that doorway wondering whether you should walk through it. So today's message is all about trusting what's ahead while building something that can truly last. Let's really dive in here. Your spirit guide coming through here is Beaver Spirit. Lay a solid foundation, number 6. I'm hearing immediately harmony. A message about building, planning, and creating something sustainable. This isn't rushing energy, actually. This isn't overnight success energy. This is the energy creating something that stands the test of time. I hear you guys saying, think beyond the moment. Some of you being called to make a decision that will impact not only the next few weeks, but the next few years. You know, Beaver doesn't always waste energy where the ground is unstable. And so your guides are asking you to do the same. Whether this is relating to a relationship, finances, career goals, healing, personal growth, Spirit is encouraging you to focus on what creates lasting security. Every choice you're making now is laying another brick into your future. Your guides want you to know that what you're building matters. A message for this moment, we have the Fool with the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Right? This feels like Spirit is placing an opportunity directly in your hands. The Fool is a new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles is a seed of abundance. Together, this card speaks about that fresh start that has real potential. Not just excitement, not just wishful thinking, but potential. I feel many of you are standing at the beginning of something. Is it a new job? A new financial opportunity, a new relationship, a new business idea, a new chapter of personal growth? But here's the thing, okay, so the Fool does require that faith, right? And I feel many of my Libra Scorpio souls are asking, you know, that doubt in the back of your mind, what if it doesn't work? And your guides are coming through immediately to respond, hey, what if it does? So the Ace of Pentacles suggests that this opportunity isn't appearing randomly. Spirit is placing something tangible in your path. Something that can grow if you're willing to nurture it. So this message isn't reckless. Yeah, it isn't a message to be reckless. It's a message to stop allowing fear or that self-doubt to talk you out of possibilities, you know? So what are they trying to show you? Let's dive in deeper. So we got this 3 of Cups and the Knight of Wands popped out with as well and landed up right in front. Right? The energy feels joyful. The guides have been trying to show you that life isn't meant to be all responsibility and survival. There is adventure trying to find you, connection that is trying to find you, celebration that's trying to find you. Some of you have been maybe so focused on obligations that maybe you've forgotten to enjoy the journey. The Knight of Wands wants movement, passion, exploration, and the 3 of Cups is speaking about friendship, support, community, shared happiness. Your guides are actually nudging you towards people, opportunities, invitations, and experiences that can reignite your spirit. I'm hearing here, say yes more often. Not to everything, obviously, but to the things that generally light you up. There may also be a message here about collaboration, that you don't have to build everything alone, that the right people play an important role in your next chapter. All right, let's have a look here at your final messages coming through here, your final cards. 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles coming out of your, coming into your messages here. I'm actually seeing 10. There's an ending to a new beginning, completion energy. The future energy feels incredibly stable. So the 4 of Pentacles speaks about protecting what you've worked hard to create. Maybe perhaps it could be saving your money. And the Queen of Pentacles takes that energy and turns it into that lasting abundance. Like your guides are helping you build security, not fear-based security, not scarcity-based security, healthy security. The kind that comes from knowing your value, the kind that comes from wise decisions, the kind that comes from investing your time, your energy, your resources into truly what matters. I see many of you becoming more grounded financially, emotionally, and spiritually. There's a strong message here about self-worth. The Queen of Pentacles, she knows she deserves comfort, support, abundance. So that is somebody that you need to step into, whether you're male or female, embodying the energy of someone that knows what they deserve. It's not somebody that constantly questions their worth, right? This is somebody that embodies it. And that's what your guides are helping you to strengthen. A deeper trust in your ability to create stability for yourself. So Beaver Spirit has a final message here as we close this out, that the opportunities that are arriving in your life is not separate from the foundation that you're building. They are connected. The dream needs structure. The vision needs action. The opportunity needs commitment. I'm hearing trust the new beginning. Trust the seeds that Spirit is placing in your hands. And remember that every great achievement once started as something small. You don't need to have the entire path figured out today. You just simply need to take that next step. Because your guides are showing me that what you're building now has the potential to become something far greater than you currently imagine. Perhaps you can affirm in the comments, I trust the new beginning and build my future with confidence. I trust new beginnings and build my future with confidence. And hey, if you are part of the Mystical Will Soul Tribe, thank you for liking the video, being subscribers, leaving comments, and sharing this video with another cusp of soul that just might need a message from their spirit team today. And remember, beautiful souls, the opportunity is real, the foundation is forming, and Spirit is helping you build something lasting. Trust the time, trust the process, trust your path. Most of all, trust yourself. I'm sending you all love and light, and I'll check you around in the next one. Sagittarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cuspers. Your spirit guides have a message here today. The blessing that you've been asking for may already be unfolding, but Spirit just needs you to trust the timing before you can fully see it. Welcome in, my beautiful Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cuspers. If you feel called, just to take a deep breath and settle in for a moment. You know, as I'm connecting here with your energy, I immediately feel a sense of reassurance coming from your guides. There's this calmness here, almost as if Spirit is placing a hand on your shoulder and saying, you don't have to force this. Some of you maybe have been worrying about what's next, worrying whether you're on the right path, or questioning why certain things just haven't happened yet. But today's reading feels like a reminder that there's a bigger picture unfolding behind the scenes. So let's step in, beautiful souls. Thank you for hitting that like button, leaving comments, being subscribers here. Your spirit guide coming through is Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. 35 could be a significant number, perhaps the number 7 as well. 7s are a lucky number. I feel this gentle but powerful wisdom coming through. Slow down. Trust the process. Because Koala Spirit is the energy of not rushing, not panicking. It doesn't constantly question where it's going. It trusts the tree it's on and the journey it's taking. Some of you have been maybe carrying pressure that doesn't belong to you, pressure to have all the answers, pressure to make everything happen immediately, pressure to know exactly where your life is heading. Spirit saying, release that burden. Because there's a plan that is unfolding that you may not fully understand yet. Not every delay is denial. Not every detour is a mistake. Sometimes Spirit is rearranging or arranging things in ways that you just cannot see yet. And your guides want you to know that you are supported. Even when the path feels uncertain. The message for this moment coming through is this beautiful 9 of Cups. 9s could be a significant number. We also have the Hermit is normally the number of 9 as well. Double 9s could be significant for someone out there. the wish fulfillment card coming through for this moment, that your guides immediately are pointing out something important, that many of you are closer to a blessing than you actually realize. You spend so much time focusing on what hasn't happened yet that maybe you overlooked actually how much progress you've already made. I'm hearing, stop a minute and just look around. There are prayers that have already been answered. There are victories you've already achieved. There are manifestations that have already arrived. The Nine of Cups asks you to just practice gratitude for what is present while continuing to trust what is coming. I also feel this card is encouraging self-worth. I'm getting that self-worth energy. I'm hearing that some of you may secretly feel that you have to earn happiness, but your guides are also reminding you that joy is allowed now. You don't have to wait until everything is perfect to celebrate your life. So what is your guides trying to show you? Here's this Ace of Cups coming through. This is actually quite a beautiful Ace of Cups. This feels like a gift from Spirit coming through, that your guides have been trying to show you that your heart is opening towards something new. For some, this could be love. For others, healing. For others, a spiritual renewal. Or maybe simply learning how to receive more fully. You know, the Ace of Cups is the energy of overflowing emotional abundance, and that your guides have been sending signs about this. Maybe through intuitive nudges, maybe through meaningful encounters, maybe through moments where you felt unexpectedly hopeful. The message is, don't close your heart because of what happened in the past. I feel some of you protecting yourself so carefully that you may be blocking the very blessing that you've been asking for. Your spirit team wants to know that vulnerability is not weakness. It often is the doorway through which miracles arrive. Let's have a look at your final cards here. Your guides are helping you build for the future. The Hermit, clarified by the Two of Pentacles. I get that wise energy, incredibly wise future energy. Your guides are helping you create balance through maybe self-awareness. You know, the Hermit says that you're entering a season of deeper understanding. I'm not getting necessary isolation, not loneliness, but that inner wisdom. That you're learning to trust your own guidance rather than constantly seeking answers outside of yourself. And you know, like with the Two of Pentacles, to clarify, to get a deeper sense of what's going on here, is that I see that many of you are learning how to balance different areas of your life more effectively. Work and rest, giving and receiving, responsibilities and dreams, practicality and spirituality. The future isn't about choosing one side or the other. It's about creating that harmony between them. Like your guides are helping you to become more grounded while remaining connected to your higher wisdom. What I'm actually hearing here is that you already know more than you think. And the answers that you're seeking may not come through outside validation. It may actually come from that quiet moments where you finally listen to yourself. The Capricorn full moon could be very, very significant to you. That's coming up. I think you might even receive this message just after the Capricorn full moon. The final message I'm getting coming through from your guide here, the koala spirit, is to stop measuring your journey by what hasn't happened yet. Measure it by how much you've actually grown. Like, you know, trusting the timing, trusting the process, trusting the unseen work Spirit is doing on your behalf. Because some blessings arrive quickly, others arrive after they've had time to become exactly what you need. You know, and your guides are like showing me here that what is happening next is going to carry both the emotional fulfillment and the spiritual wisdom. The waiting, I'm hearing, hasn't been wasted. The journey has not been pointless. Spirit has a plan. And that is exactly where you need to be right now. My Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cuspers, if this message helped you in any sort of way, resonated, brought you some sort of clarity, perhaps you can affirm in the comments, I trust Spirit's plan and open my heart to receive. And hey, if you are part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, thank you for hitting that like button, subscribing, leaving comments, and sharing this reading perhaps with another Cusp soul who may just need a message today from their spirit team, the animal spirit team. And remember, beautiful souls, your wishes matter, your heart is healing, and spirit is working behind the scenes in ways that you just cannot imagine. And until next time, trust your guides, trust your journey, and trust the divine timing of your life. I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cusp souls, I'm hearing your spirit guides have a message today. The worry that you've been carrying is beginning to lose its power. A stronger, more confident version of you is ready to take lead. Welcome in, my beautiful Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cusp souls. You know, as I'm connecting here with your energy, I feel immediately a shift happening. It's almost like your spirit guides are showing me a storm that is beginning to clear. The clouds haven't completely disappeared yet, but the light is breaking through. Some of you have been carrying concerns, responsibilities, or maybe even fears for so long that they've started to feel normal. But today's reading says something is changing. So let's dive in that your spirit guide coming through today is Hummingbird Spirit. Be here now. 34 could be a significant number, perhaps the number 7. 7s are a lucky number. This is beautiful energy coming through, light, joyful, present. I'm hearing here, come back to this moment. Come back to this moment. Some of you have been spending so much time in yesterday or tomorrow, replaying past situations. The color purple could be significant. Green, turquoise. Those flowers that open up in the day when the sun comes out and closes at night. Okay, Hummingbird Spirit is coming through to say that life is happening now, not next week, but in this moment, not when everything is perfect, but in now. Like your guides want you to notice the blessings, the opportunities, and the small miracles that have already existed around you. The hummingbird doesn't waste its energy worrying about every flower it hasn't reached yet. It focuses on one direction in front of it, right? So what Spirit is encouraging you is to do the same. There's this power in presence, right? There's healing in being in the present. And there's guidance in the present. So the message for this moment is the Nine of Swords reversed, all right, clarifying it by the King of Wands. Wow. Breakthrough. Nine of Swords reversed tells me that many of you, my Sagittarius, Capricorn Cuspers, are beginning to move out of a period of anxiety, fear, overthinking, emotional burden. Something that has been weighing heavily on your mind is starting to lose grip. And stepping in right behind it, here next to it, is the King of Wands, right? That is powerful energy because the King of Wands, it doesn't allow fear to make decisions. It's a person that leads, that acts and trusts themselves. Your guides are actually like wanting to show you that you are being called to step back into your personal power. Some of you maybe been waiting until you feel completely certain before moving forward. But the King of Wands says confidence is built through action, not before. So what I'm hearing here is stop asking whether you can do it and start asking, what is my next step? What is my first step? That is leadership energy, visionary energy. Your guides are encouraging you to trust your ability more than your fears. So what have they been trying to show you? We have the Four of Pentacles here. Something about trying to show you where you're holding on to tightly. For some of you, it could be money, it could be for control. For others, it is fears, old plans, old versions of yourself, or maybe that you need to save some pentacles, some cash. Because the Four of Pentacles isn't necessarily negative, right? It often appears when you've worked hard to create security. But your guides are asking, is what you're protecting still serving you? Because sometimes the need for safety can quietly become a limitation. For some of you are so focused on protecting what you have that maybe you hesitate to pursue what you truly want. And what your spirit team wants you to understand is there's a difference between being wise and being afraid. And this card often feels like that, it feels like that invitation just to loosen maybe sometimes your grip and just trust yourself a little bit more. The opportunity I'm hearing that you're seeking may require you to step beyond the comfort zone. For some of you, it's about saving money, and for some of you, it's letting go of control. Nine of Pentacles. Your guides are saying that this future energy is absolutely beautiful coming through here. The Nine of Pentacles is that independence, confidence, abundance, self-made success, enjoying the fruits of your labor. Your guides are actually helping you build a life that reflects your efforts. A life where you can look around and say, I created this. This isn't just financial abundance, this is also the emotional abundance, the spiritual abundance, the personal fulfillment. The Nine of Pentacles often appears when someone has learned to value themselves, to trust themselves, and appreciate actually how far they've come. I see many of you entering a season where you're beginning to enjoy, again, that fruits of your labors, enjoying your pentacles, enjoying luxury, or it doesn't even have to be luxury, enjoying things that you worked hard for, all right? The lessons, the growth, it's all starting to add up. And perhaps most importantly, you're learning that worth is not determined by how much you have actually struggled. Your worth has already existed. I'm hearing here the hummingbird spirit coming through here that you don't need to carry every worry into your future. You don't need to solve every problem today. You don't need to have every answer before taking the next step, just to be here now. Trust what you've learned. Trust the strength that you've developed. Trust the wisdom or the vision. Yeah, I'm hearing more trust the vision that's beginning to awaken within you. I'm also hearing trust the wisdom that is beginning to awaken in some of you. Because your guides are showing me that the chapter ahead is not built on fear. It's built on confidence, built on wisdom. And it's built on the rewards of everything that you've worked hard to achieve. Perhaps you can affirm in the comments, I release the fear, I release fear, and I trust the life I am building. I release fear and trust the life I am building. And if you are part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, thank you for liking, subscribing, leaving comments, sharing this with another Cusp soul. And remember, beautiful soul, your worries are not your future. Your fears are not your destiny. Your guides are helping you step into a life that reflects your true value. Until next time, trust the process, trust yourself, stay present for the blessings unfolding around you. I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around in the next one. Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp souls, your spirit guides are asking one important question today. What would happen if you finally trusted that idea that you've been carrying and gave it a chance to come to life? Welcome in, my beautiful Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp souls. As I connect with your energy, I immediately feel excitement from your spirit team. There is innovation here, inspiration here, possibility here. Some of you have been sitting on an idea, a dream, a goal, a vision that keeps returning to your mind. No matter how many times you push it aside, it comes back. And your guides are saying, it's not by accident. Welcome in, beautiful souls. Thank you for hitting that like button, leaving comments, being subscribers here at the Mystical Soul Tribe. Your spirit team coming through, your spirit animal guide coming through is the electric eel. 24 could be a significant number. The 24th of a month could be a significant number. Number 6 could be significant. Bring your ideas to life. I feel the surge of energy coming through. This guide doesn't come forward when it's time to play small. No. It arrives when it's time to activate something. I'm hearing your ideas carry power. Some of you Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp souls have been waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect circumstances, the perfect amount of confidence. But here's Electric Eel Spirit coming through saying, your inspiration was given to you for a reason. Your guides are showing me sparks of creativity, flashes of intuition, and sudden downloads of insight. I'm hearing, pay attention to those moments because Spirit may be speaking through them. This isn't a season of merely thinking about possibilities. It's a season of exploring them, testing them, bringing them into reality. The idea that keeps returning may be the very thing. It may be the very thing your soul is trying to grow. So the message for this moment, 93 could be a significant number. Perhaps the number 12 could be significant. The number 3 could be significant. 9 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. I just feel joyful energy coming through, happiness, excitement. Like your guides just want you to know that you actually have more support around you than you realize. I mean, what is the 9 of Cups? It's fulfillment, it's blessings, it's gratitude, it's wishes coming together. 3 of Cups is celebration, friendship, community, shared happiness. And together that just feels like a confirmation that something positive, really positive, is unfolding. Allow yourself to enjoy it, I'm hearing. Some of you have become so focused on the next goal that maybe you've forgotten to celebrate the progress that you've already made. For others, may have support available but haven't fully opened themselves up to receiving it. I'm hearing your guides want you to recognize the people, the opportunities, the blessings that are already present in your life. Because gratitude creates powerful momentum. And for some of you, there may be a reason to celebrate approaching. There may be a reason to celebrate approaching sooner than you think. Something is coming to celebrate, that you need to celebrate. Let me know in the comments, what is that? I just feel excitement. All right. The guides have been trying to show you something. The Fool clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Quite a fascinating combination, right? That your guides have been trying to show you that the new beginning is available, but something inside of you is hesitating. The Fool is the energy to take that leap. The Four of Pentacles could be to hold on to safety. Can you feel the tension? Part of you is excited, part of you is cautious, part of you wants to explore, part of you wants guarantees. And the guides are gently pointing out that sometimes security can become a comfort zone. Not because you're doing something wrong or anything wrong, but because growth often requires us to loosen our grip on what's familiar. I'm hearing here that you don't have to risk everything, but you do need to trust something. An opportunity that you have been considering may require a little bit of faith. Not reckless faith, but trusting in your ability to navigate what's next. Like a spirit has maybe been showing you that the door is open, and the question is whether are you ready to walk through, to leap through. And sit with that a little bit, beautiful souls. Let me know in the comments. The Hangman and the Ace of Pentacles. 12 could be a significant number for some of you. I'm seeing in my mind's eye here. The future energy is actually quite beautiful because it's showing me divine work, divine timing, divine work taking place, something like that. The Hangman often appears when perspective is shifting, when you're learning to see things differently, when Spirit is asking you maybe just pause just long enough to gain a little bit of wisdom. And then here's the Ace of Pentacles, right? That tangible opportunity, a new seed, a practical beginning, a doorway to growth. Like your guides are helping you understand that not every pause is a delay, that some pauses are preparation. Some pauses help you recognize opportunities you would have maybe missed otherwise. I feel like many of my Capricorn, Aquarius, Cusp souls are entering a season where something is going to begin to materialize, a project, a financial opportunity, a new path, a fresh beginning. It's going to arrive after you've gained some sort of new perspective. The blessing is going to be connected to a lesson, perhaps, I'm hearing. And Spirit has been preparing you for both. Your final message I'm hearing from your Spirit guide here, Electric Eel. Maybe you need to play more, because speel is an Afrikaans word for play. And instead of saying eel, I said speel. All right. Your ideas matter. Your visions matter. Your inspiration matters. I'm hearing stop waiting for certainty before honoring what Spirit has placed within you. The spark was given to you for a reason, all right? So I'm hearing trust the process, trust the timing, trust the opportunities that are beginning to reveal themselves, because the future isn't asking you to stay where you are. It's asking you to bring your gifts, your talents, and your ideas into the world. And your guides are showing me that when you do, doors begin to open that you cannot see. I'm hearing here, trust your ideas and bring them to life. Perhaps you can affirm that in the comments. I trust my ideas and I bring them to life. And if you don't want to put them in the comments, say it out loud. Write it down somewhere. Affirm it. And hey, if you are part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, thank you for liking, subscribing, leaving comments, and sharing this with another Cusp soul. And remember, beautiful souls, your ideas are not random. Your inspiration is not accidental. And Spirit may already be preparing the opportunity you've been asking for. Until next time, trust your vision, trust your path, and trust the spark that is within you. I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around. Aquarius, Pisces, Cuspers, your Spirit guides are revealing that the opportunity you've been waiting for may already be in front of you. But are you overlooking it because it doesn't look the way you expected? Welcome in, my beautiful Aquarius, Pisces, Cuspers. You know, as I'm connecting with your guides here, I immediately feel a sense of preparation. It doesn't feel like a reading about rushing ahead. It feels like a reading about building wisely, staying balanced, and recognizing opportunities that Spirit has already begun placing along your path. Some of you may feel like you're juggling a lot right now. Perhaps it's responsibilities, choices, priorities, dreams. But your guides want you to know that there is purpose in the season. Beautiful souls, thank you for hitting that like button, leaving comments, and being subscribers here. Let's dive here into your Spirit guide coming through. Beaver Spirit number 6. 6 could be a very significant number for you. Could be a life path number. I'm actually seeing in my mind's eye double sixes. Could as well be significant. Lay a solid foundation. I'm getting the energy, patience, and determined. This guide is all about creating something that lasts. I'm hearing not quick access, not temporary solutions, but long-term stability. What I'm hearing here is that energy of, I'm hearing in my head here, slow and steady is not the same as stuck. Some of you may be comparing your journey maybe to someone else's timeline, wondering why things aren't moving faster. Maybe questioning whether enough is actually happening. But Beaver Spirit wants you to understand that every choice you're making right now is actually laying another brick in your future. A strong foundation often takes longer to build, right? But it also lasts longer. So what your guides are encouraging you is to focus on what is sustainable rather than what is immediate. What are you building today that your future will thank you for? Your future self will thank you for. Perhaps you can ask that and answer yourself that question. In this moment, your Spirit guides are coming through with the Two of Pentacles. This card actually reflects that energy I'm also feeling. Something about balancing multiple areas of your life right now. Maybe it's work and personal life, dreams and responsibilities, spiritual growth, practical obligations. I'm hearing here you are handling more than you give yourself credit for. Sometimes you may feel like you're barely keeping everything together, but your guides are showing me that you are adapting, you're learning, you're adjusting, and you're becoming stronger in the process. You're becoming stronger through the process. There's a message also, something about flexibility coming through, that not everything needs to be perfectly organized before you move forward. Life is maybe just asking you to flow with the changes rather than resist them. The balance perhaps that you're seeking isn't found through control, it's found through trust and adaptability. What are they trying to show you right now is the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. I feel this combination is quite important, incredibly important, that you guys are trying to place an opportunity, a lesson, or a new beginning in front of you. The Page of Pentacles is often a new path, a new skill, a new opportunity, a new way of growing. Now the Four of Cups is suggesting that there have been moments where you've overlooked it, not because you're doing anything wrong, but perhaps because you focused on what hasn't happened yet. Fours could also be a significant number for some of you there. Or maybe it's the opportunity didn't arrive in the package you expected. I'm hearing here, look again. Some of you may be waiting for a giant breakthrough while Spirit is offering you a small opening that could eventually lead you there. For others, it may be you dismissing an idea, an opportunity, a course, a connection, or maybe an invitation because it seems too simple. What I'm hearing is your guides are asking you to stay curious. The blessing may already be within reach. Maybe it just simply requires a fresh perspective. All right, let's have a look at your final card here that your guides are helping you build for your future, the Page of Wands. 2 pages in your reading. I'm getting a sense of younger energy or messages as well. Okay, but anyway, I'm getting the energy here of exciting. Something is exciting. The future energy feels full of possibilities, I'm getting. Inspiration, adventure, creativity, exploration. And most importantly, I'm hearing something about courage to try something new, that your guides are helping you reconnect with your excitement. For some of you, I'm hearing life may have felt heavy recently. Practical concerns may have overshadowed your sense of wonder. But with the Page of Wands, there's some sort of spark that's returning, a new idea, a new passion, a new direction, a new chapter. This card doesn't require you to have every answer. It simply asks you to be willing to explore. I feel like your spirit team is encouraging you to trust your curiosity, because curiosity may just lead you exactly where you're meant to go next. Okay, so what I'm also hearing here as your final message is, don't underestimate small beginnings. Don't overlook simple opportunities, all right? And don't confuse slow progress with lack of progress. The foundation that you're building matters. The lesson you're learning matters. The opportunities appearing now matter, because every great journey starts with that one decision to move forward. Trust what you're building. Trust the opportunities that Spirit is placing in your path. Trust the excitement that's beginning to awaken within you. I'm hearing your next chapter doesn't require perfection. It doesn't require perfection. It simply just requires your willingness to begin. So my Aquarius, Pisces, Cuspers, if this message resonated or helped you in any sort of way, brought some sort of clarity, perhaps you can let me know in the comments, or affirm this in the comments, like, I trust the foundation I'm building, and I welcome new opportunities. And hey, if you are part of the Mystical Soul Tribe, thank you again for hitting the like button, subscribing, leaving comments, and sharing this with another Cusper. And remember, beautiful soul, what seems small today may become something extraordinary tomorrow. I'm hearing trust the process, trust your path, and just trust the opportunities that your spirit team is quietly placing before you. Until next time, beautiful souls, I'm sending you love and light, and I'll check you around.